So so it's traditional during the month of Elul to say Psalm 27. Is that right? 27?
Yeah.
Every day. And there are some beautiful songs of it. We sing a bunch of them probably, during services and stuff. I know Beth Hyman has a beautiful Rocha Sha'alti. And this is one that's just Lule Hamanti. It's like the last 2 or 3 verses of the song. And I'm just going to sing it a cappella. You can join in if you know it. Stay on mute. Howard, you don't have to stay on mute. Lule, Lule Hamanti, Lirot Betuv Hashem, Beretz Chaim. Lule, Lule Hamanti, Lirot Betuv Hashem, Beretz Chaim. Kave, Kave El Shekhinah, Kave, Kave El Shekhinah, Kave, Kave El Shekhinah, Hazak v'ametz et levaich. Oh how I trusted that I would see God's good in this living land. Oh how I trusted that I would see God's good in this living land. Open, open to the one, open, open to the one, open, open to the one. May your heart stay open to the one. Lule, Lule Hamanti, Lirot Betuv Hashem, Eretz Chaim. Lule, Lule Hamanti, Lirot Betuv Hashem, Eretz Chaim. Kave, Kave El Shekhinah, Kave, Kave El Shekhinah, Kave, Kave El Shekhinah. May our hearts be open to the one. So I had this, I've been hearing this a lot this month. The king is in the field. And it's a phrase we've heard during the month of Elul. It refers to this idea that while the rest of the year the king is far away in a palace somewhere, during the Elul, the king comes down to where the farmers work and share in the harvest with benevolent celebration. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. Firstly, I'm an American. We don't have kings. We declare independence from kings. And I've watched enough Outlander and European dramas to perceive that the king coming to the field is not generally relaxing to the average subject. So even when we put it in the most average of American contexts, how does it feel when you know the supervisor is on the floor? Like, that sounds really stressful to me.
More apple juice.
Would you like some more apple juice?
I'll get you more some apple juice.
So the idea of the suits coming down to get their hands dirty is generally so performative. Like, we planted a tree many years ago with some state representatives when my children were small, and it was a photo op, right? This guy shows up in a suit, he's holding a shovel, and then he's like whisking off to the next important meeting. He never even moved a spoonful of earth. So it's like the whole idea of, the king is in the field, that sounds terrifying. So how do we transform this concept of king coming into my field, even if it's for celebratory purposes? I mean, we think about, like, for me, I think about, like, Shabbat is this very restful time for men in traditional times. Like, the women are like running around cleaning the house and baking the bread and trying to get everything done before sundown to follow these rules so that then everybody can celebrate. But it's it's like stressful. It's stressful. And that's kind of what Elul is like, right? It's like, 'cause we're running around, even though we're supposed to be, not doing as much this month. We're doing. So I'm trying to figure out how to transform this concept. And for me, the past couple of years, I've tried to cultivate a different relationship with both the divine and with myself. Firstly, I've worked really hard to transform the concept of divinity from a masculine person to a less gendered, less human entity. I feel like I've just started to perceive the creator as both the power and the stuff of the universe. And it's worked for me because we have these ideas ingrained from very, very early in our life that God is outside, all powerful, and separate from us. So for me, I've tried to reframe my concept of divinity to something very concrete. And I've been blessed with this very concrete example right here. I don't have a great relationship with kings and fathers and mothers, for that matter, but I have been blessed by becoming a Baubie this last 2.5 years. And this incredible relationship has helped me see divinity in this frame. I get to be a benevolent caregiver to this magical being. I try to watch over and protect, and sometimes bad things happen. Babies fall down and they get sad and they can't communicate or listen. To me, with the best options I have from my years of experience. And then I just get to sit with the pain and hold on to the little one when they cry. I must seem all powerful to him some days, but then something happens and I have to set boundaries and I have to say no, and I might even have to raise my voice because of a safety issue. And then the tears come, and maybe I seem strict or mean, but even then I'm still there. I'm still enduring and enduring the discomfort of his pain, of someone I love so deeply. And when my little one goes back home to his house, or I have to leave town for a while, take care of my other babies, we separate, but my heart is still with him and my spirit is always there. And when he hears that we may get to see each other again, ideally it doesn't elicit the dread that a king or supervisor might. Shekhinah, the presence, who loves me and watches over me and sets my boundaries and holds me when I cry, has come to spend this month with me, close, to hear my fears and to gently direct me back to the path. And this year, I'm reframing the king is in the field to the Baubie is in the backyard. So come and greet her with me. Are you calling? Yeah. Tekiah. Shvarim Trua. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shvarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Trua. Tekiah.
Tekiah. Shvarim Trua. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shvarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Trua. Tekiah.
Tekiah. Shvarim Trua. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shvarim. Let's say Tekiah. Tekiah. Tekiah again. Tikia. Trua. Here's the very last time. You want to say Tikia? Tikia. Very good. You did it.
You did.
Lashana Tova, everyone.
Shana Tova.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We will.
Have another with apple
You need to
juice.
have another drink of apple juice. we will be seeing you at services on Sunday night is Erev Rosh Hashanah. Then first day of Rosh Hashanah, we actually won't be in person, but we'll be watching. And then on the second day of Rosh Hashanah, which is a hybrid service, we'll be leading the Shofar service. So join us there if you can. And then look again in Hinenu for the text Talking to Shuva, which begins on the first night of Rosh Hashanah on Monday night. So if you can join us there, join us.
And something that actually has not yet shown up in any of the materials on Yom Kippur, before the Kol Nidre service, starting at 6, and I know this doesn't necessarily work for people who are going to services, but if you're going to be on the Zoom, I'm going to be playing a short meditative Yom Kippur themed, Kol Nidre themed cello Zoom thing. And that will be available to listen to afterwards in case during the day on Yom Kippur you want to listen to some music. And I have like a few different versions of the Kol Nidre that I'm going to be playing, and some a little more somber. It's not real fun stuff, but it's in the Yom Kippur framework.
Hey, Dominic.
Wanna say goodbye, Dominic?
Say bye. 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 Bye.